Hey guys.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we have another storing photo cards video. Now you're probably wondering, what's the damage this time? And well, let's just say nothing. Let's just look at this. Kind of ridiculous. I probably could have done a storing video a lot earlier, but here we are. Okay, enough talking. Let's just start putting these cards away, right? Yes, right. Okay, so for today we are actually gonna go, I guess it's not really backwards, but also kind of backwards, because we are gonna start with the boy group / concert binder. However, we are gonna actually start in the back. This is kind of what I meant by backwards. Now, I did change some things a bit since you last saw my binder. I had to move some cards around because of some cards I'm putting away today. But first things first, I do have another ʔ card. So for starters, I do have this mini tour card. This is from the I Am 3D tour, and my sister actually surprised me with this one. So shout out to my sister for that. As I'm filming this, they actually just released the pre-sale for their next tour, which I unfortunately won't be going to. However, a tour that I am going to is actually a new group that you haven't seen in this binder. At least if you watched my last video, you probably already know what group it is, but in case you didn't know, it is actually going to be NCT Dream. Now, I did already have one mark card, so you have seen this one before. However, we do have a couple new ones, but first I'll go ahead and put this one at the top, since technically this isn't a Dream card, so he will just go right there. However, the rest of the three cards, well, actually I lied. The other mark card I have is actually also not a Dream card, but this is the one that I am planning on bringing to the concert. You're kidding. What is that dust? But yes, this NCT Nation mark photo card is what I'm bringing to the concert. So I think I was going to put it down here to kind of match up with the mark up top. And then for these other two spots, I went ahead and got the rest of my bias line, which is Jeno and Jisung. So as of right now, I do plan on taking the Jeno to the concert. This Jisung is kind of on the maybe list, but he will be going right there. So this is a new page for the concert section, but now we'll go ahead and move to the day 6 section. So since we last filmed, they have had their comeback, Forever. Please stream that album. It is so insanely good. But for this particular album, I went ahead and just bought the platform version, or like one of the platform versions, and then one of the photo book versions. So in the Nemo version of the album, you actually got a complete OT4 set. So we have Sungjin, Younghae, Wonpil, and Dawn. So with my layout, I plan on just doing it like this for now. And sorry guys, I have to like reach and everything. It's very awkward because of my tripod and everything, but we go ahead, put the Younghae there. Then we have Wonpil, fittingly lands right in the middle. And of course we have Dawn. Now for these last two slots, in the photo book version, I actually pulled his unit with Dawn, which works out very well because Dawn is my second bias, and I think I decided to put that card right here. And then for this last spot, I actually got a pre-order benefit with it, and I pulled Wonpil's like bookmark thing, but it is photo card size, so I thought it would make sense to go ahead and put it on this page, so he will be going right there. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I did also buy the photo book version. Clearly, I did not pull Wonpil. However, I did pull Dawn. So yeah, of course I'm keeping that. So I already made a spot for it on my extra day 6 page. So he will be going right there. Perfect. Which then leads us to the last group in this binder, which is 17. So like I said, we're going pretty backwards. At least in this binder, we're going pretty backwards. 17, we have quite a bit. Now, if you remember in my last video, I did briefly mention the possibility, the idea of doing a small little top 3 collection, and this is the video where I am going through with it. So here it is. Now you're probably wondering, what the heck? Basically, I recently bought from Nyokyo, and everything you see with this little sticky is a card I bought from Nyokyo. So we have quite a bit. So clearly, I have this first page finished. So for the top row, we have Hengare, and this I believe is the first album version. So this will be going in the top row. Let me go ahead and actually slide this over a bit. But yeah, we have the other S-Coups and Vernon to match. So we'll go ahead and take these out and slip these ones right in. So I try to pick the ones that kind of matched well too. And this is kind of the end result. So that is the first row, stunning. And then for your choice, which is the album I skipped next to, we have the pool ball concept. So again, we have S-Coups and Vernon for that set. So here they are. Absolutely stunning. Definitely had to resort to Mercari Japan for at least S-Coups, because I noticed a lot of S-Coups cards. His tend to be a bit more pricier when it came to like individual cards, especially this one as well as this Attica one you're about to see. Yeah, these ones were more on the pricier side, but I'm still very glad to have it. I know I definitely saved compared to buying it here in the US, so I'll take what I can get. But then for this last row, I don't even have a June. However, I have them now. So this is going to be from Attica. This is from OP1, as I'm sure you saw on the sticky note. But here are the 3 cards I went with. So we have S-Coups, June, and Vernon. So these will be a nice easy put away for me since they're at the bottom row. So yeah, we've got June, and lastly Vernon. So I'm so sorry about the glare, and if I have to like not center the binder because of the glare. But yeah, there we go. The first page is completely full. How exciting. I love that. So can I say the same for the second page? Unfortunately, no, but that's okay because you know what? I'm not in a rush to complete, but basically I do plan on collecting 2 sets from Face the Sun. So these are going to be the Weverse, like the Darling outdoor concept cards, and then this is the path version. And I'm just missing Vernon for that one. But for FML, I just collected 1 row of the carrot cards, and I do have the June right here, so he will be going right in the middle. And wow, I feel like that glare is actually really strong, isn't it? Should I move it like that? There we go. All right, there's 17 for the second top 3 page. Now we move on to a full top 3 page for the carrot version of 17th Heaven. And I do have the final June I needed. So we'll go ahead and take out this little placeholder and put this June right in there. So we have another completed page. Oops. So we have another completed page for 17. But that is not all, folks, because we have another top 3 page for the carrot version, or technically in this case it's the deer version for 17 is right here. So I do want to preface, I did buy all of these cards second hand because of the Hybe boycott. But yeah, this is in fact complete. You can ignore the little words I wrote here because I actually, for some of them I actually did not follow them, but we'll see what we got. So we start off with S-Coups. So we'll have these 3. Right? And then we've got June. Oops. And Vernon. So yeah, those are the 3 I picked for each of them. So we'll just do the classic columns for each member, of course. So we're just going to work our way down. These should be in the order that I want them to be. I lied. They're not. It's supposed to be like this, I think, for June. Yes. No, maybe so. Oops. Vernon. That will go here. Some of these cards are a little crooked right now, but I'll probably fix them off cam a little later. But there we go. We've got a full page of the deer version complete. So I think now we just have a bunch of extra 17 cards. We start off with June. We've got quite a few for this first page. We start off with this Hengare card. I can't think on the top of my head what version this is from. I think it's the 3rd version. I could be wrong, but that will be going right up here. And then I did get his other Attica card for OP1, so that will go there. So that's a complete June page now. And then for the second page, I did get one of his other FML carrot cards. So this will go in the top corner. And then the last June card we have for album PCs is his last carrot version from 17th Heaven. So that's going to do it for extra album June cards. Then we move on to Vernon, which I think he has about around the same amount. So we start off with his other OP1 Hengare card. Did I say OP1? I meant version 1. I know it's the Korean word for one, but I ain't gonna attempt it. So anyways, we have this one from the 4th version of Hengare. So that will go right next to it. From Attica, we actually have 2 extra. So we've got this one as well as this carrot version one. From Your Choice, I actually did get his full set, but the flower one I gave to my sister. So I do have the other side version. I didn't know how else to describe it. I was trying to think of another way, but other side version it is. And then I did get his full Deer set. So this is his 17 right here card, that 4th one, which makes it 3 whole version pages. Oh my gosh. But then we have S Scoops. Still somehow only have 1 page for S Scoops. But again, just like Vernon, I have his complete Deer set as well. Now, admittedly, I did buy 1 album of Your Choice, but this is like literally before I knew about the hype boycott, so please don't come for me. But I did buy a copy of Your Choice, and I pulled Mingyu, and I will be keeping it because I really loved this concept. So, like, don't be surprised if I ever collect OT13 for it. Okay, just like let's not act surprised. So let me move these out of the way. Sometimes I forget that I put those there. So then after that, we actually have some more Vernon cards, but these are Japanese related. So these are gonna go on the Japanese page. So along with a bunch of other Hengari cards, I actually got his HMV pop as well as his K-Town for You photo card. So I think what I wanted to do was put the K-Town down here and then the HMV up top. So once again, somehow Vernon is completely dominating my collection for 17. I just managed just so easy to accumulate cards for. I don't know how else to explain it. And after that, we do have some more Daikon cards that I got for free at one of my local K-pop stores. So I think, yes, this is a page right here. So it's almost a full page actually, but I have the S-Coops and Vernon equivalents to this June, or at least what I think are the equivalents. I honestly could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure these are the equivalents, right? Yes, I think so. And then I did get a full equivalent set of this green screen background where they're, okay, I was about to say they're wearing mics, but S-Coops isn't wearing a mic. But yeah, I do have all 3 of them for this set. I just don't have an S-Coops for this pink border. Maybe next time. It's not really a priority, if anything. But yeah, there you go. That is going to do it for this binder. Now let's go ahead and move on to the girl groups binder. Here is the girl group binder, and this is the stack. Now I think I have something for every group. I'm pretty sure I do. Starting off with Red Velvet, we've got some pretty exciting additions. So for Chill Kill, I do finally have Wendy's Sisters photo card. So this page will now be complete, absolutely stunning. However, that's not it for Chill Kill because I recently went to Las Vegas to go see Twice. And they had some K-pop stores there that were selling some pops on their own. And maybe I picked up some Red Velvet pops. So yes, I believe these are Apple Music. I genuinely have no idea. I'll put it on the screen per usual. But I was going back and forth on how I wanted to store these 2 cards. And some of y'all might really hate me for this, but for now, these are going to go on the back of this page. So this Irene will go here. Wendy will go there. And yeah, this is just what we're going to have to do for now. Because I was going to add them to this page, but I just felt like it would look too awkward. So they are over on the back of this. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't like it as much as you do. So, anyways, moving on. Another album that released since my last storing video is Wendy's Solo. Oh my gosh, we'll talk about Cosmic in 5 seconds. But we have Wendy's Solo. So I ended up just buying one copy of every album version, and I decided to keep whatever I pulled. And I was kind of going back and forth again on how I wanted to store this album because it was only 3 album cards. And then I realized that the QR version comes with some concept photo cards. And originally, I wasn't gonna store the concept cards, like it was just never in my head or in my initial plans because, as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of concept cards, but I realized I could have another 9 pocket for a Wendy Solo. So we're doing it. So it actually also very much worked out in my favor aesthetically, and you'll see why as I build the page. So basically, this first row will consist of the like football jersey concept. So we have 3 for that. So this is the second one. I don't know why my hand was shaking there with the card in my hand. But anyways, we got that one. And then we also have this one, which is much more close up. Oh my god, why is my like pinky finger shaking? Oh my gosh. Anyways, so we have that, right? And then on the bottom row, we have the like black and white tie concept. I don't know how else to describe it. We have that one, this one, and I think all the backs are the same. This is what the backs look like. So that will go in the middle and then at the end. And my way of thinking with this one is that they kind of mirror each other, or like this way. So basically we have the 2 white backs, the 2 close-up ones, and then these 2 are kind of more like a full body, mid-body shot. And then for the middle row, these are the selfie pulls. So in the middle, I have the actual QR card I pulled, which in my head, she's wearing white in this one, right? So it kind of goes with the white backgrounds. To go with the top row, I pulled the photo card with that concept, the jersey concept. I think this is the package version, right? And then you can probably already guess what's going right there. Yeah, I got the matching card for this concept. And I believe this is from the package version. Oh no, photo book version. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like, I just think that worked out a little too well in my favor, if you ask me. So now I have like consistently full pages for Wendy's solo releases. And of course we have Irene's solo coming later. I don't know how I'm going to be collecting that. And then really quick, because I do have a kind of setup for it, Cosmic, Red Velvet's next album is releasing next Friday as I'm filming this, or no, next Monday as I'm filming this. And I know for a fact that I do want to collect an OT5 set for this album because it is a 10th anniversary album. But I don't really know if I want to collect just Wendy or if I want to try and collect some of Irene as well, kind of like how I did with Chill Kill. Not sure yet, but that's kind of where my head's at. So that's going to do it for Red Velvet. Now we move on to Promise 9. So for Promise, I have a bit of an update. A bit of an update in terms of how I'm collecting them. It's really most so the first 2 pages that kind of got a small difference. But for starters, this is the new first page. And, oh my gosh, I got new sleeves because I didn't like the, like, purplish one I had. I'm trying out these hot pink ones, and I think I kind of like it. Yeah, I was going between this and, like, a mint color. I don't know why. Those were the colors that were kind of speaking to me when it came to Promise, but I went with this hot pink one since I liked, or, like, I couldn't find a mint one, so this is what I went with, and I think it looks fine. But yes, we have a new layout. So for starters, it's a 222. We're back to the original, my original plan at least. And for this top section, we've got some 2 heart Polaroids. Now, if you didn't watch my Naoki haul, there's like a little hair there. If you didn't watch my Naoki haul, there is some sad news to this. So I do have Yuri's. Very iconic, very fun. So she'll be going right there. And I do have Chang's. However, this is a fake photo card. I got scammed, basically. I'm gonna leave it at that, or else I'm gonna get sad again. Okay, anyways, but I am keeping it in here. I am leaving it in the binder as a placeholder because it actually looks pretty good. Like, if we're just looking at it face value, like, just for funsies, I am gonna put it there for now. I know, though, that it is fake. I will eventually upgrade it to a real one. Let's just not talk about it. But what I will talk about is what's going right here. So like I said earlier, I went to Vegas and I went to K-pop Nation, or no, K-pop USA, and they ended up having the pink version of My Little Society, which Feel Good Secret Code is my absolute favorite From S9 title track. I've been wanting to get this album for a while now. I want to get the other blue version as well at some point, but in that pink version, I pulled the elusive Beanie Chang, or at least one of the Beanie Changs. And in case you don't know, this is a pretty popular card in the Fromis collecting world for some, okay, I was gonna say for some reason it's popular, but I think we know why it's a popular card, but does it justify the prices? I don't know. But I pulled it, so pulling this, and then on top of that, just me loving this album, I realized I had to collect this album. So so we're collecting it. Oh my gosh, wait. Am I an idiot? I didn't take out the sleeve. Hello? Yeah, this Cheong is supposed to go right there. I don't know why I didn't have the sleeve gone for some reason. But yeah, as you can tell, I did go ahead and get this Giri. So here she is. We have the matching Giri. So this is the new first Fromis page, which I absolutely adore. Because in my head, it's basically debut, favorite song, song that got me into them. And then the next page is first comeback. Last comeback is OT9. And then we have OT9 sets. Continuing on, I do have another Giri card to put away. So I did also get this Apple Music pub from the little bundle I got alongside the other Giri Little Society card. So she will be going right. That's a lie. She shouldn't be going there, because if we're going in pub order, release order, this should be going there. So, okay, there you go. That makes more sense in my head. So that is it for, no, I lied again. In the My Little Society albums, you actually get a unit card as well. And I pulled this Soyeon, Jisun, and Hayoung, and you already know your girl is gonna have to keep it. So I've got a spot for it in the binder, and it's going right there. So yeah, there we go. That is gonna do it for From S9. Next, we move on to Loossemble, who I still don't have a cover for, but let's not talk about it. So with Loossemble, again, another comeback. We've got One of a Kind, which, y'all, don't even get me started on that album. I'm obsessed with that album. I feel like their B-sides have been so strong for their like their first album and their second album. Their B-sides are just so good. And oh yeah, also updated sleeve colors. I updated it to Hyunjin's representative color. At first I thought it wasn't going to look too good because it's yellow. It's a very harsh yellow, but I think it looks okay. I actually don't mind it at all. But for One of a Kind, I am collecting just her day version cards for now. And I actually have 2 of them, which I think, based on what I have, I think it's going hand, piece, finger. I think. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it around when I get the last card. But I do have 2 of them out of the 3. So we have this one. And then I also have the peace sign one. So I'm going to assume it was meant to go right here. So we will go ahead and do that. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and switch out this one with the one with the sticky note on it. So I do have her Ever Music version. This is the QR card. Y'all can scan it. I don't really care. But yeah, that's her QR card, which will be going down here. And then I did get my hands on 2 of her pobs. So the first one is this cat claw one. I can't think of where it's from. Psych. It says it right back there. Make Star. So I think I wanted this one to go right here. And then the other pob, y'all, I had to get it as soon as I saw it. Because it's my alts. It's like a little alt crumb, because we have Hyunjin, my 4th gen alt bias, doing the TT pose, which of course is an iconic little Twice song. So I had to get this one. I was actually very tempted to try and get OT5, but I had to hold myself back. I just stuck with this one, and it kind of works out with the pops I got because they actually represent the other 2 album concepts or photobook concepts along with the day version. So I think it looks pretty good in my humble opinion. But that's not all for LOONA, because y'all, can you believe it? I have Love and Evil Hyunjin. I have been wanting this card ever since I started collecting her. It's one of my favorite like Hyunjin cards. I think I've said it before, but it's my favorite pre-debut Hyunjin card. Like, I don't know why. I think the girl just looks so stunning in here. So I can officially say my BBC LOONA collection is finally complete. I mean, one day if I ever get one of her butterfly or multiply cards, that's another story. But as of right now, I do consider it complete. And, you know, in my one-of-a-kind copy, you do get a unit card. Okay, you get a unit card. And I just couldn't help myself, so I'm keeping this going on BB1. It's staying with me. Okay, it's staying with me. So there you go. And can I say, I love the fact that they made them hollow. You can never deny a good hollow card, guys, for real. Which then leads us to the last group in the binder, which is none other than Miss LeSSERAFIM. So for LeSSERAFIM, I'm actually completing my Seraphim collection today. So I'm completely up to date until next comeback. So I do have Sakura's Black Petrol card. So now I am completely done with this first page, which is super exciting, of course. And then for Easy, I do have, again, Sakura and Kazuha for this album. So this will also be complete. So yes, very, very happy about this. It's kind of crazy to think that they only have 4 albums out right now. Like, I feel like they've been around for so much longer. But yeah, we're slowly making our way with these LeSSERAFIM pages. But that's not all. You guys already know your girl has some extra LeSSERAFIM cards, especially if you watched my Neo-Kyo haul, which you should go check out. But yeah, I have quite a few extra cards. Shout out to my brother for a good chunk of them. So we start off, we start off with this Kazuha card. I just realized I didn't reorganize all of these to make them in chronological order. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and store them because I'll just rearrange it off camera. But yeah, we're just going to store these now. But next, we have this Weaver's Sakura card from Unforgiven. We have this Kazuha from Easy. We have another Easy photo card with Hyunjin. It's not even in age order. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop. I'll fix it when I'm done. But then I also have Hyunjin's compact card from Easy as well. So that's gonna do it for this binder. And quite literally all we have left is one group. And we've got 3 binders to cover that one group. So let's go ahead and get on with Twice. Alright, so the first Twice binder we are going to be looking at is my non-album binder. So let me go ahead and open up to the first page we'll be needing to look at, which is going to be the season's greetings. So I did go ahead and get the 2024, or not 2. I got her singular 2024 season's greeting card. However, I actually got it in a set along with her Withmu Pob, which is right here. So this is the season's greeting cards. This is the Withmu Pob, as you can tell on the back. So we're going to go ahead and put the normal card right there. And then the Withmu card will go at the end. So now we just wait till next year. And then I think next we have some random Diane cards. So I think this is in the correct chronological order. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I do have one of her 7th anniversary Polaroids. This is another one of those cards that I actually bought at, I think it was also K-Pop USA. They had some single cards out, so I went ahead and got this one. So that will be going right there. And then I can't exactly remember how I got this one. But this is her Withmu pre-order benefit for the light stick. Because I can't remember if I got it in a trade through like freebies and everything. Or if I actually bought this one. I honestly can't remember. And then we've got a little something. So we actually have to skip a bit back here because we've got the ready to be Japanese lottery clear cards. So this is the full, oops, wait, those aren't it. Those are not it. But we have all of the clear cards. I even have the little like lottery tickets, I think is the correct word. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, or little pamphlets. But yeah, we're gonna do the OT9 set first. So let me re-center the binder so you guys can see it pretty well. So we've got Nyan, And yeah, I just used a Ultra Pro like small size sleeve to use for the clear cards. They did actually come with white pieces of cardboard initially, but I didn't want to keep those with the cards, so I went ahead and used some white sleeves. Let me go ahead and take this out too. So we have Geo, and I absolutely adore this set because I love the racing concept. I even bought the whole Japanese season's greetings because of it. So yeah, when I saw these little clear cards and they were like super cheap, I knew I just had to get them. So love that. And when I bought this set, I made sure to get them with the with these little pamphlets, just because I also thought these were very cute with the lovelies driving little go-karts, or in my head I say they're Formula 1 cars. But anyways, these are going to go right here, and I made the executive decision to not sleeve them. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but for now they are going in sleeveless. And if you're curious, all of these racer pamphlets are actually all duds except for Mina's, which I will show you. But yeah, very cute nonetheless. I think it's cool to have one of those because the rest look like this on the inside, in case you're curious. I don't know what it actually says in Japanese, but I'm sure it says like nothing, or I don't know. But there you go. Isn't this little isn't that cute? I don't know. I love the member colors, and then you're like immediately met with even more member colors. I don't know. I like it a lot. That's not all though for this binder. We do have some more Japanese stuff. I kind of had to rearrange it in a way where Diane had just random Japanese cards on her own, because I do have these two fan club. I don't want to call them cards because they're not really cards. They're like super thin. They feel more like stickers, but I'm pretty sure they're not. But yeah, I just know these are from the fan club. I think if you pre-ordered the DVD, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this one up here and this one down here. So this is just kind of a random Japan page now. For the other extra cards for the members, I just have it all kind of awkwardly smushed onto this page. But I do have two cards to add here, and it's a Nyan and Shui from the 7th anniversary set as well, because of course I just had to get my top 3 when I was there. So this Nyan will go here, and then we've got Shui's. So again, a very random page. You know, what can you do? So yeah, that's the non-album binder. So now here is the solo / subunit / extra photo cards binder. So for Nyan, we have some interesting developments. So first of all, new cover page. I'm pretty sure this is the first time you're seeing it on this channel. But to go with this cover page, your girl actually got the bow photo card. So I ended up finding this for a really good price on Mercari US. So I went ahead and snatched it up. So she will be going right here. Now you're probably wondering what's going to be going right here, because I have a little sticky note on it. But basically, I realized that I have a POB for Misamo and Geo, but I don't have a POB for Nyan's debut. So when I had the opportunity to get one, I got one. So this is one of her With Mu holo cards. I specifically wanted this one because I loved the red outfit in the music video, and this was the most accessible red outfit one, if I'm being honest. But of course, you can't deny a holo. So she will be going right smack dab in the middle. I don't think I'm gonna be getting any more from this album now, unless, you know what, no, I'm calling it a day. This is it for Pop Nyan. But that's not it for Nyan, because of course we do have her second mini album. So I did, as of right now, I've only bought one copy of the photo book, as well as one copy of her limited and one copy of her digipack. That's all I got. And this is a setup that I actually need to change, so give me 1 second. Okay, so I actually just realized I have exactly 9 cards, because I forgot I also bought her vinyl as well. So I have her Target vinyl exclusive card as well. So yeah, we just have a perfect 9. I didn't need to take it. I just had to take out all of the placeholders. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm just gonna start putting the cards in, and I'll kind of explain my layouts afterwards. So yeah, I think I'll just speed this part up. Okay, so this is my Nyan setup at the moment. So basically we have 4 album cards right here. This is her Digipack card that I pulled. This is the limited card that I pulled, which I'm super excited about because this is the one I wanted the most actually. But then we have her Target vinyl blue card. This is the standard Target exclusive card. And then this is her Digipop. So yeah, I kind of try to do it in a way where these matched up, even though technically this is the same concept, it's still a non-selfie. So I went ahead and put it down here, and then I of course have the limited version in the middle. And yeah, I feel like this just kind of makes the most sense as of right now. So that's Nyan. Now, this might come to a shock, but I had to update my geo pages because at another one of my local K-pop stores, they started selling pobs for $5. And yeah. $5 for some geopobs, so I couldn't pass it up. So therefore, this is now a page of like album cards, and then we have a page of pobs / Target card. So I think what I wanted to do here was put this one right here and the hollow on the top. I'll put on the screen what this card's from, on the screen where this card's from. I had to use this old filler paper that I used to use for Geo, but I didn't like the dots. But I'm currently out of my normal fillers that I use for Geo now, so I kind of had to use these orange ones. I think they're okay. I think on camera it looks a bit more dulled out, but it is a bit more saturated in person. But I think they're okay. I think they're all right. Anyways, moving on, we do have quite a bit of extra cards. Oh goodness. But let's just put them away. So we start off with What is Love cards. So I do have some new additions. Nothing to this first page, that's still the same. But the second page, we're switching some things up. So for starters, I do have some more of the speech bubble set. So we have a Geo. Oop. As well. Oh, that really slid down there. Hold on. All right, so we have Geo. Then we've got Mina. And then for the dress set, I also have Geo. And then I think for this top corner, I was going to put this Mina. So we've got a couple of Geo and Minas to add to the What is Love section. And then afterwards, we go to Nyan. So we have this Yes or Yes card. And then from With Youth, I actually got my hands on, I believe this is Soundwave, one of her Soundwave pops. And again, this is one that I bought at a K-pop store in Las Vegas. So yeah, I went ahead and got Nyan's. Nothing for Jungyeon. But then for Momo, I did decide to keep my Nemo pull of hers. So she will be going, oops, right here. Don't know how I mixed that up. And then for Sana, I kept this fancy card, so she will go there. And then I do also have her crown Nemo, which I decided to keep, so she will go up there. There's a black dot in there. Hello. As for Geo, she has been bias wrecking me very bad lately, so I've decided to keep this album card that I was originally going to try and get rid of, but I couldn't, so she's right there. She's staying right there. Moving on to a legitimate bias wrecker. My god, so much so she literally became my 4th bias. I do have this More and More Mina. Love the blonde Mina. Can never pass up on the blonde Mina, so she's going right there. And then for this page, I do have her Nemo card as well. This one my brother actually gave me, so shout out to my brother for that one. And then also from Las Vegas, I actually got my hands on 2 of her pobs. I believe this one is with Moo, and then this one is the Soundwave, because I did a lucky draw type of thing at a pop-up store. I think it was Permission to K-pop, and I got Mina, funnily enough. And then this one, like I said, I did buy that one along with the Nyan, and you can probably already guess what other members I might have bought. But anyways, nothing for Chang, but then for Chewy, of course, we always have something for Chewy as well. Let's see, nothing for this first page, but for this page, I do have this Yes or Yes. And then for the last page for her, I have her Digipack Pop, actually, as well as, shocker, her Soundwave Pop. So this will be going there as well. I really wished they matched more, because if they did, I would have been more tempted to put them in my main Twice binder, but because they're so different, I had to split them up like this. But then I do have one other card, and it's actually this I almost said breakthrough. It's a fanfare photo card. So I think this is going to go here. I just didn't make a space for it, so I'll take that out. And this will go right there. I know that's not in release order, but what can you do? So there you go. That is going to do it for this binder, which leads us to the very last binder of the video, which is none other than the main Twice binder. Okay, so for this binder, we actually don't have a lot. It's basically around the same amount that I had for my my extras binder, basically. So this is the stack we're working with. So for starters, we actually have some early album cards, which is exciting. So I think the earliest we have is for Twicegram. So for this card, I actually I talked to this very cool person on Facebook, ended up trading freebies with them, and they actually gave me this Dion Twicegram card, which, if you don't know, when they reprinted the Twice albums, the Polaroid cards were given the rounded edges, as you can see, but in the original pressings, they were basically like a normal Polaroid. They had a more sharp edge. Now, the thing is, I never intended on getting this one, but I mean, I'm not going to say no. I think it's really cool to have different pressings like this, especially since it was a awesome trade with such an awesome person. I had to keep it for the collection, so she will be going right next to this Dion. I guess you gotta look a little close to tell the difference there, but yeah, we've got a Twicegram card, but possibly even more exciting, I don't remember if I did this in my last storing video, but I did decide to collect OT9 for this Heart Shaker set again, because I just love this set so much, and I don't know why I don't know why I dropped it, especially since I was only three members away. So I mean, I was able to get them all really easily on Mercari Japan, so very happy to say I do have Misamo to add to this page. And yeah, I think this is another set that is just super underrated. I understand that it's concept cards, which I've said it before, they're not my favorite type of cards, but I think this set is just so cohesive and so visually appealing that like I said, it kind of shocks me that it's not as popular as I think it would be. But yeah, there we go, a complete OT9 set. Then we jump to Summer Nights, because I do have the last Summer Nights cards I needed for my top 3 page. So I do have Nyan's signature card, so she will go right there. And then for Yes or Yes, I also will be completing this page. I made sure to complete a lot of my pages with this Neokyo haul, just to get it over with. So I have Nyan's balloon PC. So now it just so happens to spell out the word yes. I think that's very, very lucky of me. But then for this last row, I do have this Chewy. So we've got another era complete for my Twice collection. Very, very exciting. But we're not stopping there. We're not, because we have Fancy You. And I just needed this Nyan card. So now we have a third, fourth, I don't know, era complete in this video. Absolutely insane. So hello, there she goes. There she goes. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Okay, next. We have nothing for a bunch of eras until our most recent album with Youth. So I did change up the layouts again for this album, and I think I'm finally set on how I have this laid out. So we start off with the first page, completely changed, revamped, if you will. So after much contemplation, I decided to just store Diane's Nemo cards instead of full group. And the way I'm going to do it is by doing it through a column. I was going back and forth between columns and rows for the concepts, but as you can see, I ended up going with columns. So I have all of her Nemo cards along the middle. I just felt like concept cards would make more sense going down the middle. So that's kind of how I made up my mind for this page. And then I do have her forever version, right? Yes, forever version. And then I have her glowing version as well. Sadly, I don't have her blast one. If you'd like to know a little sad story about that, once again, go check out my last video. But yeah, sadly, we're not completing this page today. But we are going to be completing my top 3 page, excluding Diane. So I do finally have Nayeon, Chewy, and Mina for the forever concept, or the other one that isn't the bear concept. There is a noise coming outside my window. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I'm just gonna apologize in case you do. But yeah, here we have Chewy's. So she will be going right there. So now we have the top row complete. And then I was just missing one each for the other 2 rows. So we have Nayeon. And we have Chewy. So there we go. We do have a page done for With Youth. And then we've got the bear set. So I actually do have Jungyeon's as well. I just didn't buy it on Yokyo. But we have Mina's. So we've got Jungyeon right here. So now the top is done. And of course, to complete the set, we've got Mina. So yes, super stoked to finish this set. I'm sure a lot of people already know how popular this set is, so I'm glad to have it done. But then next we move on to the blast set. We just got this Momo to complete this page. So we're completing a lot of pages basically, except for my Diane page. And then we have my Pob page. So yes, her Pobs do get their own page yet again. And I was able to cut out my fillers for this album as well, which is really nice. And oh my gosh, I have 2 pages of Pobs. Not me blanking. I think my idea here is, yeah, so this column will be the Digipack concept. So I do have her Digipack card right here. So that will go on the top, since it is a album card. And then on the bottom, to match the concept again, we have the Music Korea ʔっhey Diane. I'm so stoked to have this one. I really wanted this one as soon as I saw it. Let me put these off to the side. So that's a beautiful little row there. And then I have 2 of her lucky draws from Music Plant. So the red one will be going on the left side, and these are the backs. This is why I wanted the lucky draws, because they actually had a design on them for once compared to all of the other Pobs. And then the white one, as I described, will be going right there. So this is the so-called white one, but like, come on, like, look at that back. Like, they couldn't do that for all of them. Like, come on now. Or at least, like, I feel like they easily could have just done it, but I digress. Anyways, we start off with the Aladdin photo book okay sign. Again, these are kind of just my ways of identifying them. Okay, my camera stopped recording, so I have to refilm this part really quick. Basically, in the middle, we have her Soundwave card. Oh boy. It's literally on the last 3 cards, my camera just stops recording. Anyways, next after that, I believe this is her other Aladdin photo card, or pre-order card. I believe this one was for the Digipack version. And then the last card for this video is none other than With Moo Glasses Taeyeon. So yes, that is going to do it for this video. I don't really know how well this one's going to turn out, because I tried a new angle today, because I usually film, or my last storing video was on the other side of my desk because I have an L desk. So I completely rearranged everything. So the lighting is different, my angle is different. So hopefully this doesn't turn out too bad. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I guess the next thing we have to look forward to is we've got Red Velvet comeback, Promise comeback. I'm sure SSERAFIM's gonna announce something pretty soon. 17 I'm sure is gonna be touring soon. So yeah, we've got some things to look forward to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see ya when I see ya.
One.
Just one.
one.
Have a good one, but just
Just one.